the iPad a little bit. I have to, I meant to release these date dots before coming live, but then I almost forgot the Goodnotes and, I almost forgot the Goodnotes and Noteful stickers, like so elements. And then when I imported them, somehow I got them out of order. So you guys are just kind of along for the ride today. Pretty chill live. Hopefully, can you hear me okay? Am I like too loud or anything? Hopefully the volume's okay. Yeah, eventually I'll have like a little picture of myself or something. Not that you guys are like dying to see me, but 31. Yeah. You're about to do your lashes. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, I've never done my lashes myself. Someone's done them for me, but honestly it was only for like a wedding. I actually have some individuals, but I haven't actually sat down to try to do them. And then I want to get like nice lash glue, because my luck, they'd like fall off in the middle to the store or something. Oh, you do them self super easy? Oh man, you know what? I think it's probably just one of those things where I just need to practice. Yeah, like look how I got these all out of order. So I have to get all of these in order. January, February, March. What did I do with April? Okay. Yeah, can you send me yeah, a message of the lash glue? You know, I was like, yeah, just my luck, I'll be in the middle of like the grocery store and it'll fall off. Although I do have a funny lash story. My sister had came to visit one time a long time ago, and she was sitting in the recliner and she's like, I can't find my one lash. And I was like, okay, I mean, whatever, it'll probably get like swept up or something, right? We find it months later on our like orange throw blanket, because she had the orange throw blanket. She had the orange throw blanket in the recliner, but it looked like a spider because it, you know, it looked kind of like Halloween-y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. You might hear me count over and over again. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. And then there's a blank one. Okay. That one's done. Oh, thank you for reposting a live and sharing. Yeah, you guys are just kind of along for the ride, because I usually import them and they all come in order. So I was supposed to have these done before the live, but look, all these are backwards. So now it's like nobody's gonna want to use these all backwards. Wait, did I import them twice? No, I didn't. Okay. Well, you guys are just gonna see the behind the scenes of what I go through. Honestly, after this, like, okay, what was it? You do your mom's lashes too? Oh, she's so lucky. My mom asked me to do her lashes one time. I'm like, Mom, I will have you looking crazy in these streets, okay? So don't trust me. The best I can do is paint your nails, and even that is a little bit far-fetched, okay? Yeah, well, I'll practice my eyelashes. Maybe I'll get as good as you, Samantha. Let's see, 17. Yeah, I was so mad because I wanted to have these listed before I went live, but these are just more date dots. It's like, I think 9 date dots, like a date dots bundle. And then I was gonna play around with them. Oh, thank you for sharing, Kayla. That's so nice. 23, 4. I know, and I still got on like 10 minutes late too. What? Wait a minute. What does my iPad say? 9:40. What? What in the world? Why does my iPad have the wrong date? What's going on? Did that not have the... Why does my iPad have the... Guys, am I like having a stroke or something? And I'm reading January 9th and is July, right? I need to do an update. Oh my... Okay. Maybe that's why everything's so wonky. Okie dokie. No, seriously. I was like, am I reading that wrong? I love how I like just noticed that too. Yeah, I was working on trying to like add me, but you know what? You would just see me. I probably didn't know the thing. I was trying to add my picture down like where it says like shop at, but my computer said, "Hi, Delilah." My computer said overload. I'm like, overload? It's because I'm running TikTok Studio on the computer and another software too. But sometimes it's like the worst lighting, and then I feel bad. I feel like you guys can't even see. Yeah, Delilah, I was supposed to have these date dots done, and then I realized before I exported them that they were out of order. Also, my iPad believes that it is January, so now I have to put these all back in order because nobody wants out of order date dots. Okay, now I gotta go back up here. Yeah, I love how I do this one completely out of order. Yeah, but hopefully everybody's having a great Friday. I know. Yeah, and this is just like a date dots bundle. I'll show really quick. They're out of order, but I'll still show you guys in a minute. Let me finish this one real quick. December. Can I do this backwards? Yeah, I'm just trying to work on like a better setup so you guys can see better until I can get better lighting in this room. Hopefully you can just kind of see my iPad a little bit better. You're about to be on the road again? Oh my word. I feel like I have to. This is in June. Wait a minute. No. April. Oh yeah. You know, doing these backwards. You know, I could never do like a sobriety test if they're like, hey, name the months backwards. Nope. Completely sober. Can't name the months backwards. January, February, March. Oh. If you hear me talking to myself, it's because I'm trying to say all the days of the week. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. No, I did all that and I forgot to hit save. For the love. I'm gonna throw Goodnotes out the window. I'm gonna do it. I gotta do all those all over again, guys. You guys are just, you're about to just get individual PNGs because I'm about to go insane. Again. Oh my goodness, I'm about to just be like, this one only has individual PNGs because I can't believe I did that. It's my fault for not hitting save, and now I'm gonna do it again. Do you have your kid with you this time, Delilah? Or he's not gonna be joining on a 5-hour road trip? Some kids are so amazing at that. Mine are not. They get about a good 3 hours. and it's over with. They want to get out. No movie's good enough. No snack is good enough. Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to save it now. So that way, at least I'm a little bit ahead. Okay, good. Learn my lesson. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Oh, you're fine. We were just being nosy to see where you're going. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now I gotta do the months again. No, you just missed me closing out of this by accident and having to redo this one again. April, May. What about I forget where they are so far? May, June. There we go. July, August, September. So if you're just gonna hear me just like repeat to myself over and over again. Oh, your father-in-law's bad accident. Oh, I hope he's recovering. He's getting better. Sometimes, like, I guess it doesn't really matter what it looks like on here. Sometimes I feel like it's so bright on, I guess that really only matters to me. Okay. I feel like the color just looks so weird. Like very, very bright. I'll have to play around with that. Okay. Yeah, like, will this show up better? The screen looks super duper bright. He's on a long road to recovery. Oh my goodness, he fractured his neck. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't even know what to do with that. Like, I feel like even just little tasks now are just very hard. Like a shower, the restroom, everything. At that point, I'm like, I just need a sponge bath, guys. Also, sometimes it's hard letting people help you. Does he allow people to help him? Or I guess he really doesn't have a choice, does he? He's still in hospital. They're gonna move him closer to home soon. Oh my goodness. Okay, so he doesn't have a choice. The nurses are like, we're gonna help you. You're in the hospital. Oh my goodness. Well, now I got another person to add to my prayer list. Thankfully, he's very helpful. He's usually stubborn. Yeah, that's usually me. I kind of feel bad. I'm like, you don't have to help me. Although my mom's a nurse, so I really didn't have a choice. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have to look up at the comments. That's why I try to have, I have the comments over on the side, but I have the comments over on the side. Also, sorry the music isn't the greatest. I'm just playing some copyright-free music. That way when I put it on YouTube, I won't have any issue. I feel like, what in the world is she listening to? Some random copyright-free music. Maybe I'll actually do research some that's good. Okay, 28. Let me save it so I don't exit out again. And then have to start all over again. Because I was not going to go through all this again. It would have been like, sorry guys, you only get PNGs. Have fun. No. I do get frustrated sometimes with technology, but then again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, I actually thought there was 8, and actually I did 9 sets, which is crazy. I almost forgot one. Okay, and then February. I usually have the numbers up top, but I really don't feel like doing that. So March, April, May, June, July. Yeah, I can use like the MacBook camera. It like make myself really tiny, but sorry, I was looking over the comments. It always has other stuff pop up too, so that's why I get confused. I could make myself really tiny, but it literally was, I made TikTok Studio really big. I didn't want to do that. Here we go. Now the comments I can see better. Oh my goodness, I forgot what I was even saying. Oh yeah, I was trying to add myself, although you would have saw me hunched over in front of my iPad, but and my hair all over the place. Not that you guys care about that, but September, October, November. But yeah, the MacBook was like, there's an overload. You have to take off one thing. I was like, well, I can't take off the iPad, so January, February, March, April, May, June, July, September. Okay. Which one? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I can't believe all of these got messed up. Okay. Okay. This one isn't as bad. At least the numbers are at the top. And 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's see. 17, 18. Sorry if I'm boring you guys. This is like the little behind the scenes stuff that I have to do before I list something. Where's 23 at? The worst is when I actually forget like a number or something, and I just can't believe I would do that, but I have. A number or letter or something. Uh-oh. See, look, 26. Speaking of. I mean, I didn't forget it, but it was out of order. Where's Friday? I can't believe today's Friday. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I ordered like a water slide thing for the kids. And it was just kind of an impulse thing. I bought it my birthday weekend and it has not arrived yet. And the company at first were like, oh yeah, we shipped it. It was free 3-day shipping. It was on TikTok, January, February, March. And I was like, okay. Then it said delayed. And then I reached out and it's like, oh, sometimes it just hasn't been scanned. And I'm like, okay. It's like, if you haven't received it in the next 5 days, like 5 days, I paid for free 3-day shipping. And then they weren't kind of answering back or anything. So then I tried contacting TikTok, and then TikTok's like, do you want to wait for it? Do you want a refund? And I was like, well, if it's just going to be a couple more days. That was the 5th. It's the 17th. And allegedly is supposed to arrive tomorrow. Now, I didn't really believe them. TikTok still gave me a refund back because I reached out to them and I was like, this is ridiculous. I feel like you're scamming, because I looked in some of their other videos listed, and I looked in some of their other videos listed, and people are like, I never got my order. And I'm like, oh man. But it's like one of the top sellers on TikTok, and like there's affiliates or there's people actively like promoting it. And yeah, so anyway, I messaged them and I'm like, well, if you're scamming me, first of all, I paid for free 3-day shipping and it's been over a week, and I'm just going to report you to TikTok for being fraudulent. So then I contacted TikTok, and then they were like, okay, we'll get like a refund started for you. Then the actual company messaged me back, and they're like, oh, we shipped your replacement. It has a different number. And I was like, I don't know if I would believe you. Exactly. I was like, that was last week. It was a couple days after that. So then they denied my refund and said lack of evidence. I was like, lack of evidence? I don't have it. You took my money and I still don't have it. So then I contacted TikTok again, like I opened a case, and they said, we're guaranteeing you a refund. So TikTok was great. It automatically gave me a refund, although I'm still waiting for it to actually hit my account. But it says refund approved. And then I checked tracking on, and it says even if it does arrive, you still don't have to pay for it because it's 12 days later. Yeah, isn't that insane? And if you ever want to contact like customer service on TikTok, usually it gives you like an AI person, but if you do like live something, I'll have to figure it out what it said. Live agent, like I want to talk to a live agent, it actually sends you to a real person. So allegedly, if the tracking's right, it's still supposed to come tomorrow, but this is 13 days later after paying for 3-day shipping. So I don't feel bad who knows if it actually shows up. If it does show up, I don't feel bad because for what I paid for, I should have already had it. And then I think they were lying to me because they kept saying over and over again, oh yeah, it probably just wasn't scanned, but it's on their way. And I'm like, it's 10 days later. What do you mean? I ordered it on the 5th, So I'm glad I'll get my money back. And the whole thing is I didn't even need my money back. I just wanted the item that I ordered. And it's that seller because I've ordered a bunch of stuff from TikTok shop and it's came. So if it had free, 3-day shipping, it came within those days. So it's that seller. So I don't want to say don't buy anything on TikTok shop, but if it says shipping delayed, just get your refund and then order it again because I definitely gave them the benefit of the doubt. And yeah. And here's the thing. It was, at first I was like, okay, whatever. I ordered it and then I was kind of mad it didn't come in the time. And the brain is like, it's fine. It was raining where I am. It was just raining we had thunderstorms for like 3 days in a row. So I was like, well, it's not like the kids could, play in it anyway. So then we had a good hot week and it's like, oh, it would have been so nice to get outside. And now we can't breathe outside. So I'll get it, but I don't want the kids out in the bad air quality. So now I'm upset again. I'm finally going to get it and it's going to be poor air quality. You have to cancel an order with Medicube. I see their stuff all the time. So I feel like people would get their orders. Yeah, I feel like Medicube has so many items too. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, I'm out of breath because I had to run and get to the potty real quick. But yeah, that's so annoying because I always see affiliates. It just kept getting delayed and I was like, fine, bye. Yeah, sometimes it does take a while and sometimes it doesn't. So like my paper, I say Paper Like, but really that's a brand. My paper fill, what's it called? The paper fill screen protector that came so quick. But I have this phone stand that I ordered and it took forever. And I'm pretty sure it came from China. I'm pretty sure. It had free shipping, but then it had to come through New York. And then it was like Jamaica, Queens. I was like, oh, okay. It was definitely on a ship because my aunt lives up there. And yeah, I was like, yeah, for sure. What's it? Before June, Where's June? June is before July. There we go. And then May. Yeah. I was like, so one thing comes from China. One thing comes like a couple days later. Okay, January, February. Yeah, there's no rhyme or reason. There's no rhyme or reason when anything comes. January, February, March. April, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, there we go. And usually I want free shipping, which honestly, it just means that the shipping's wrapped into the price. Like, but yeah, I think I was more upset. Like, it wasn't just that they said free shipping, it was free 3-day shipping. And January, yeah, I didn't do the numbers on here. Yeah, but just so you know, I feel like other people didn't have issues, but I certainly did. But if you look at some of like their actual TikTok page in the comments, other people are like, I got the wrong thing and all of that. So let's also hope I got the right thing if it does come. My son already sees things that he wants for Christmas. He's like, is Santa coming? It's like, first of all, he never cared anything about Santa. We don't even like do Santa big or anything. Like, to us, he's just like a Christmas character, just like, you know, Paw Patrol, everything else, like, you know, Bluey. They're just, you know what I mean? I mean, there was St. Nicholas, who was a real person. But, yeah. Although, it is my... it's fine if you really do Santa, but I just didn't want to, when I was little, I was, like, terrified of the idea of somebody coming in the house. Like, I was afraid of Santa. I was like, what? He's gonna break into our house? Some guy once a year? Why? He's spying on me? Throughout, like, I was not with it as a kid. Like, I didn't, yeah, I was not for it. I was so happy. I was like, oh yeah, fake? Great. Because you're telling me I have to go to sleep so some dude can break into the house and bring presents that I already know that you have in your room, in your closet, Mom? Okay. But yeah, not taking away from the magic for everybody else, but yeah, I definitely was a kid who was just like, didn't care much about that. But I still remember one time being actually scared though at my grandma's house, right before Christmas, and they were like, oh, he's gonna come. I was like, we don't even have a chimney, so he's just gonna break in. But any other time of year, if somebody else breaks in, that's bad. My brain as a kid, I could not wrap my head around it. But yeah. Anyway, my kids didn't care much about it. They're just like, oh yeah, I like this movie about like Santa. I was like, that's cool. And then we did go, we actually went to Cabela's. Anybody else have a Cabela's near them? And you can take pictures with Santa there. And he liked it. My daughter, on the other hand, she has not had a picture with Santa, and I don't think that would go over well. She's more like me. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, let's hope all these numbers are here. Okay, let me turn this down a little bit. But yeah, I don't want to take away the magic of Christmas for everyone, okay? But we have... Are these in order? No, nothing can be in order. Okay. There's the lemons, these tote bags, these citrus candles, these teacups, these like kind of striped beach towel. And then this has like the lemon gingham pattern. There's this like iced coffee cup, the beach tote, and the crate of lemons and peaches. So what do I have next? I have these three. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, What? 8, 9? I should have did one more and then it would have been 10. Okay. My dad told us Santa wasn't real as a small child, but dressed as Santa at Christmas. Right? You're like, wait a minute. What do you want, Dad? Yeah, we definitely do more of the nativity and everything. Although, I mean, the Lord wasn't born, around Christmas. It's just a time to celebrate, So, either way, we had the nativity with baby Jesus. But we also have Santa stuff too. So, but we definitely don't say Santa is real. Not trying to ruin it for other kids, but I didn't want to start going down that road because then he's like, we went to the library because they had a Bluey event and they had somebody dressed as Bluey. And for like 3 days later, he's like, I want to go see Bluey. You want to go see Bluey? After we just said Bluey was a cartoon. Now we go to the library and Bluey shows up, like the costume of Bluey. So we're like, yeah, but that's, somebody in a costume. Of course, he's 3. He's like, but you said Bluey was a cartoon, but Bluey's walking around here at the library. So yeah, that didn't work out well for me. But now he knows what costumes are, and yeah. He still loves all of it though. But I was like, well, you know what? Bluey had to prove me wrong. And then they had another Bluey event outside in the Walmart parking lot. So you know what? It was double whammy. And honestly, mostly with my mom, who was the culprit of the whole scary Santa thing, because she was like, like you better go to sleep so Santa can come or else he's not gonna, it was like a threat. Like, Mom, that did not help. And yeah, I was like, Mom, please. But I believe St. Nicholas was a real person though. The actual person. Which honestly my son doesn't care about any of that right now. I know, I mean, I didn't ruin it for like other kids when I was little, but I definitely kind of rolled my eyes when the teacher was like, you better be good, I'm gonna tell Santa. And I'm like, yeah, right. Where's 31? I was like, there you go, lying. Oh man. I was definitely like, I don't know, little Tessa. My mom would be like, the teachers would call home because if other kids broke the crayons, you didn't want to use them. And that actually sounds like me today. Because why are you breaking the crayons? I don't break crayons. Why would you do that? Okay, do I have these coffees? These coffees with like 8 shots of espresso for my husband. Okay, okay, so let's get these in order. Yeah, I thought I could like fix these right before live. No way. Yeah, it's like 6:25. I'm still doing this. And I haven't even done the Noteful ones yet. I have the individual files done. It's just these. I know. And then can you imagine me like lining them up? Now, if you do like, if you're a person who likes, oh, let me move this over. If you're a person who likes the sticker files, not sticker files, what's it called? Like sticker sheets, you can just, you can make like a sticker sheet too. It may be equally annoying to put them all here. I probably would add, it's probably easier to add them from the files though, because you can grab a bunch of them. I believe you can grab, let me see, how would you do that from here? No, that's from images. Insert from files. Insert from files here. No, why am I in the wrong thing? No. On my iPad. No. My goodness, that's not even it. I guess you just see me all over the place. Let's see, what's the date? Why is it doing that? No, that was the old one. Bundle. You know, I just saved some of these. Why can't I find them? Okay. I actually don't have all of these on here, but can't really. Oh my god, me with Goodnotes, guys. It's me. Because everybody else is totally fine. I'm the one who's always beefing with Goodnotes. Can I select? Okay, no, I forgot. You can't select. Aw. Goodnotes, please. If I could just select all, that'd be nice. I'd probably hit the split screen and like drag them over. Will Goodnotes let me split screen and drag them over? Let's see. Okay, good. Do I want to do all that though? Hold on. Let me get actually to the file. Let me deselect, go to the actual file, deselect. Okay, let me just select a few. Can I just drag them over? No? Really? Now Goodnotes. Okay, that's annoying because with Noteful, yeah, with Noteful, you can just add a bunch all at once. And then you can just kind of like resize them. And then if you wanted to just make like a sticker sheet, you could. Like, it wouldn't even take that long. If I could sell a sticker sheet like that. What computer do you use to create stickers? iPad. I just use the iPad. iPad, mostly Procreate. Because Procreate, if you have like an image, either you draw it or commercial clip art or something, you can add words on top. You can add text on top. And then you can save all of it individually. Like you can save all the PNGs. But yeah. But that's why I love having the iPad Pro. But I mean, I use the MacBook sometimes, but mostly just like the iPad. You know, that's really annoying. You know, I don't think Goodnotes would listen to me. Like, I'm a nobody to them. And I want to swear. Okay, so you know how you can drag something out of Goodnotes? Why can't you drag something into Goodnotes? Like, sorry you guys are here from like my Friday rant. But yeah, like why can't oh, we can only do one at a time? You can only do one at a time. Can you do two? Does it have like a limit? No way. That's annoying. Nobody wants to do that. One at a time. That's annoying. I could have swore you could have did more than one at a time. I think the only way is if you go through images, but these are saved in the files. Humbug. Let me finish the other ones. Let's see. Let me check on these. Yeah, no. There we go. I knew they were, it would have been too good to be true that they were actually in the correct order. Yeah, some people use Photoshop, some people use Adobe Express, some people use Canva. I also sometimes use Affinity. Oh, humbug. Oh. I know sometimes I listen to lives, but then my kids are there, so I have to like put in my ear things because I'm like, as soon as I have the volume up, somebody's gonna swear and then my kids are gonna copy. So yeah, so some lives I'm like, not me, but yeah, some lives when I'm listening to them, I'm like, oh, I gotta put in my earbuds, or else I'm gonna have the copycat kids who are gonna say the wrong thing, most likely in public. But they don't really hear swearing a lot, so I mean, really at all. But so I'm safe so far, unless you know kids, they're always listening to whoever around. Okay, let me do this one. Oh my word. That's funny. Okay, now the crate of lemons. Yeah, I forgot. I do use Affinity. Affinity is well, they used to have a like one-time payment for each of the programs. So everybody knows Adobe, like Adobe Photoshop, InDesign, and Illustrator. So Affinity, I'm trying to think of the old names that they had, because those are the ones that I have on my iPad. They have Affinity Photo, which is like Photoshop, Affinity Designer, which is like Illustrator, and then Affinity Publisher, which is like InDesign. Most people don't use InDesign or Publisher, but that's what I use to make hyperlink, to make the digital planners. So some people who pay for Adobe, they use InDesign, and I use Affinity. There's a new name for it. So Canva bought Affinity. Not that you guys want this whole designing lesson, but Canva bought Affinity, which we're kind of worried about, because Affinity, their whole thing was, we're not going to do a subscription thing like Adobe did, like switch it up on you. Like if you buy our software, then it's one time and that's always what it's going to be. Hello, Lauren. How are you? Happy Friday. But Affinity bought it, and they did. Hi, Adrian. Yeah, so Canva bought Affinity, and then they actually made like a where they updated it and kind of they changed the names to like photo layout and something. I forget what it's called. I'm just fixing all these date dots, because I have not exported them yet. For the date dot bundle that I was supposed to have released before the live, but then I realized that they were out of order. So that's what I've been doing the whole live. So there's actually 9. So these date dots are the bag of lemons. And I have this tote. They all include like the days of the month, days of the week. Yeah. The numbers 1 through 31. January through December, and then also the days of the week. So there's the cute tote, and then here is like this kind of citrus candle. And then this teacup. There's also a blank version of all of these without the numbers on them. Is Affinity hard to learn? How much is it? So Canva bought Affinity, so it's free. So Affinity is free now. And they said it's going to be free forever. So you basically have to, I'm trying to think what the website's called. And there's a ton of tutorials on YTube, because that's how I learned. And I think the lady who I learned how to do the digital planners with, It's more like linking and everything. I think she has updated tutorials too, because Layout is the new name, I think. And then there's still the Illustrator version. I think Vector is the Illustrator version. And then there is, I don't know if it's called Photo. It's supposed to be like the Photoshop version. And it's free. If you do have like a Canva membership, then I believe you get extra stuff. But I have never tried that. I've never tried that. But I'm sure there's videos. It depends on what you're doing in Affinity if it's a learning curve, because back in the day, people made the hyperlink planners, which you still can technically. They did it in Keynote and PowerPoint. Basically anything that you can add hyperlinks in and then export it as a PDF and it keeps the hyperlinks. You can basically, actually you can do, I'm pretty sure in Canva, I'm pretty sure I've seen TikToks where you can make a hyperlink planner in Canva. The only problem is that if you want to change the tabs, you'd have to do it for every single page. And I believe Canva has a page limit too. So you wouldn't be able to do like a yearly. But yeah, back in the day, everybody used Keynote, and there probably is still tutorials on that too. But I don't know, Keynote's kind of changed around. Yeah, I would definitely say look up a video about Affinity on YouTube and look if that's something you want to do. But yeah, I learned a lot of stuff from YouTube alone. But it does, listen, the hyperlinking part is the part that drives you crazy. And tabs, and then hyperlinking all of it, it gets enough to drive you insane. Hence why I do want to do a daily one, but the thought of doing 500 links is insane. Like, I know, I kind of want to do like my blank notebook, but because I've been using dailies a lot more. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so here are all the date dots that are going to be in the date dot. I think I called it Mediterranean date dot bundle. Because these were ones that I could have used, but I didn't want the bundle to get the release to get too big, and I wasn't done with them. Yay, I have to do this all again in Noteful. But yeah, these are cute. But yeah, Daisy, Affinity's free. You just have to take time to learn which one you want to do. Because essentially, like, this is just like a image and then a number on top, but you have to kind of put it together. And this would be in Affinity Photo or Affinity, I think it's Vector or Photo. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But there's definitely videos on how to do it. Or Procreate too. Or Procreate. All right. So maybe I should save. I'm going to save all of these. I'm going to save all these. You guys are just like behind the... I'm back, guys. I just added like these two so I can play around with it. Is it going to let me? Okay. These are... This is the date dot bundle that I was already supposed to have done and uploaded. So I have like the lemon, the tote, the tea, the citrus candle, this cute gingham pattern one, this coffee, this cute towel, this beach tote, and the crate of peaches and lemons. I just finished the Goodnotes collections files. And I had already uploaded the individual PNGs, but now I'm just working on a Noteful one. So everybody's just kind of hanging out with me this Friday and I have no idea why this time all of them are uploading like backwards. So maybe I should use my hands. That might make it better. August. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm already... Okay, sorry. I was looking up at the chat. June. No. May, June. Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I cannot go backwards, but counting backwards is already enough. And where's my January? Okay, here's a blank one. Oh yeah, all of them have like an empty one too, like a blank date dot. That's basically just deco. Yeah, but back in the day when everybody was just starting to digital plan, this is probably, I know Boho Berry, she created stuff in like Photoshop and then she would bring it over to Keynote on her iPad. And to use to put another color number in there if you want to see them. Did I miss the first part of your comment, Brenda? I think I only got half of your comment. You could use the blank one. Oh, yeah, for a different color number. Right, if you don't want the white number, which kind of a little bit hard to see sometimes. I mean, if you have it big enough, it's fine, but yeah. I don't know, I kind of feel like pink would look kind of cute. Kind of like pink lemonade. Listen, for me, sometimes I just type whatever. Even though I made fun of my mom for just sending her random text without even looking at what she sends, I feel like I mess up a lot more on my keyboard. Honestly, I feel like after like the phone I have now, I have the Samsung, I forget what it is, whatever the one that just came out, the Samsung phone. I have that one. Let me save this and then go back. I learned my lesson from last time, not saving. But I still have my iPhone. I didn't trade it in, so I still use my iPhone for music. And then you just saw I like added my picture. Everything else I have is still Apple, but I really want to try the Samsung phone. I really like it. I mean, you can split screen on a phone. Pretty cool. But anyway, I said all that to say, when, I don't know, I feel like after Apple had an update a while ago, I feel like, I don't know, the text message, it just kind of like auto-corrects, but it just changes a word. So I will have, like, maybe I'm texting like, hey, how are you? And it will change it to, I don't know, helicopter. You know, I put, hey, how are you? Not helicopter. It would be the most random thing. Especially if I spelled all the words correctly. I'm like, wait, what are you doing? At first, I kind of blamed it on myself until other people are like, hey, what's going on with the keyboards? But then again, it might just be a me thing again. Yeah, I have no idea. These usually import. It's probably because I was rushing today. Maybe I like selected them all backwards, but some were like mixed up. But I want them to import correctly for you guys. I don't want them to be backwards or anything. So I just got to put all the numbers in order for all 9. Yeah, I just want this. Also, I want the smoke stuff to go away. I know everybody was kind of talking about the parasite thing too, which is running rampant where I am. I mean, I'm guessing it's nationwide, but it's really bad where I am too. And someone's like, oh gosh, you can't go outside to breathe. You can't eat salad. You can't. It's too hot. It's too hot. You can get a parasite. Now you can't breathe outside. What can you do? Hopefully none of you have gotten that sick. I've only had I've had food poisoning a couple times, but I think one was like a food allergy too, weirdly enough. Uh-oh, what did I do with 22? I was there. But yeah, like I couldn't imagine like that kind of I don't know, parasitic stomach issue. Like never. Okay. I know it always looks like it's gonna go off the page. I've never had this much trouble, guys, with them out of order. Maybe I just saved them weird. Sometimes, I don't know, usually Procreate will have stuff in order, but I don't know. Apparently not this time. And look, I'm putting them back out of order. But I wouldn't want you guys to have that. Everything out of whack. Seriously though? I do know my numbers. I do know my numbers, guys. And okay, I just gotta bring 3 more down. 29. And hopefully I'm not making anybody dizzy. I can plan a little bit too and come back to this if I'm boring anybody. I was just gonna play around with like weeklies and everything. Or weekly monthlies, like using all the date dots. Okay, let me rename this one. I think I named it like Bag of Lemons. Bag of Lemons. I guess I really don't have to call it date dots because you'll know it's date dots. And then I'll name this one. I think I named it Crate of Fruit. Not create, crate of fruit. Okay. I'm gonna go back and change this one. Where is this? I'm gonna take a drink of water real quick, okay guys? So I'm gonna mute the mic. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me again and you didn't hear me guzzling my drink because I was thirsty. Definitely thirsty. July, June. Here we go. March, April, May, June, July. Okay. Okay, thank you, Brenda. I know. I hope to, I really want to start going live at the same time on YTube as well, which I could have tried it today, but I don't want to like chance it. And I was already running late. Yeah, I didn't want to like my first live live over there to be like, hey, oh my, I did it again, guys. Oh, wow. Well, thank you, Noteful. Noteful actually saved my progress, unlike Goodnotes. It doesn't like me. But you know why? It's probably because I need to update my Goodnotes like everybody else does. That's probably why I have so many issues. Oh, Tessa needs to learn how to update it. That's really what I need to do. Oh, what was I saying? Oh, okay. Before I had that gallon of water and I distracted myself. Yeah. So I'm trying to think. Was this 2017, 2018, maybe 2017-ish? I'll have to look back at the videos, but I learned a digital painting from a girl on YouTube named Boho Berry. She does not digital plan anymore. I don't even think she has really a YouTube channel anymore, but I learned from her, and then I believe Create with Lucy was the next person. But you know, nobody was like kind of sharing how they were creating digital planners, like hyperlink digital planners. It was like a secret, even though really everybody was just using Keynote, really. And but Boho Berry, she would draw like her date dots, and she would actually design the digital planner in Procreate, and then she would bring the image into Keynote, and then she would add the links and everything from there, and then export it as a PDF. And so I learned how to do that, and then just made like notebooks and stuff. And I did have like a whole other different like website and ETSY, and this was like ages ago. I had like none of this stuff was still up. It was a whole different shop, and I had like date dots, and they were like glitter date dots and all that. And then I just didn't really keep up with it. But the only problem with making a very large hyperlink planner in Keynote is that it would lag so bad. It would take forever for the pages to load when you start adding like a ton of templates and a bunch of pages, along with all that, because it tries to load all of the tabs, all the images. So then I believe a lot of people switched over to using Adobe InDesign. Yeah, Adobe InDesign. And InDesign is a software that people use to make magazine spreads, books, and I believe in Adobe InDesign you can, export like ebooks and that kind of thing. But you can also export PDFs and keep all the hyperlinks. It's definitely not intuitive. You definitely have to look up a tutorial or anything, but if you ever wanted to learn how to do that, you would just have to look up YouTube videos. I used Affinity because it was a one-time payment, and then they gave you the license to it. But now, like I said, Canva bought it, and now it's completely free. But I'm pretty sure there's a ton of Did I spell crate right? No, I don't know how to spell. Let me look. I could have spelled it wrong. Oh yeah, I did. I did spell crate right. You know how you look at a word for a while and it just doesn't look right? Yeah. But it's definitely something like you can learn. I think there's even templates in Canva too. But again, the only problem is that there's no way to do what did they call it in Keynote? It used to be called Master Slides. Now it's called something else. It's basically where you do the background once, like the tabs once, and then you add all the links on top. But Canva doesn't have anything like that. So every single page, imagine doing like just a weekly, right? And 50 something pages, and you would have to copy and paste every single tab on each one. That's a whole lot. Let's see, did I get all these? I did. Okay. I'm going to start creating the collections, and then I'll add everything in. So, bag of lemons, creative fruits. I had teacup. And then I had, why am I drawing? Oh, a beach tote. And then the other one was like a tote as well, like a lemon tote. lemon tote. I might have called it something else. Oh, the citrus candle. I swear I can spell, guys. I promise. Let me look in Goodnotes and see what I'm forgetting. Oh, the coffee. The coffee, the gingham, and the towel. Coffee, gingham, and towel. Those are the ones that I forgot. Let's see. Coffee. I think it's like lemon gingham. And then the striped towel. Okay. Now I have to go and add all these in from my camera roll. Hold on one second. I'm just going to go into my camera roll. Okay. The teacup. I thought there was going to be something crazy, but there wasn't. Beach totes. Uh-oh. This is me accidentally like adding a bunch of things. Okay. Also, I'm gonna see if I like, yeah, I must have saved them backwards. Like one would usually be at the top and I saved them backwards. I guess it's all on how you select them too. Okay, this one mostly okay. And then I'll have these listed. I can't take a break, guys. Well, no, I can't because I want to use these. I keep looking down at my iPad and at the wrong time. It's been an hour and a half. My gracious. I didn't even notice that. But if anybody wants me to show the date dots again, I can show them again. Just let me know. I have them. I do have some showing. What is this? A lemon tote? I just have to add a couple from the camera roll. And I can fix them later. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll probably just add them and then fix them later. Oh, there we go. No, wait. Yeah, lemon tote. Yeah. These are all... Could you imagine if I accidentally put that water slide in there? And somebody wasn't on live? They're like, why is there a water slide picture in my date dots? We'll see if it actually comes tomorrow. I don't know. Does anybody know when all that wildfire smoke's going to be gone? How are you doing, Brenda, with all of that? I'm all the way down in Pennsylvania and I'm dealing with it. I can imagine. Are you near any of it? No. Oh my goodness. Adrian, did you miss my whole sordid story of how the seller tried to not refund my money? We've had a few days here where the sky was dark orange kind of vibe in Toronto. It's very smoky. Oh my goodness. Listen, we have our air purifier going. Okay? Going. And you want to know when we bought that air purifier? We bought it like 4 years ago during one of the other wildfires too. That's when we got it. Yeah. So the short story of it is that I ordered it on the 5th. It's supposed to be free 3-day shipping. And yeah, I ordered it on the 5th. It was supposed to be free 3-day shipping. And then this I love how I have it underneath all the things. Hold on. This is the water thing in question. It's just a little thing, guys. It's just because they're little. They're 4 and 2. Yeah. Was supposed to get this. Like at least, okay, you know what? The 5th was on a weekend. Let's just say 6th, 7th, 8th, right? I was supposed to at least get it 8 days ago. No. And I contacted them. They kept giving me the runaround saying, oh yeah, maybe the shipping's just, they forgot to scan it, the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, well, and then TikTok basically was like, you could just wait like a few more days and then see. So I was like, okay, I'll just wait a few more days and see. And then I was like, okay, I contacted them again and I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. It's been a week. I'm just going to ask for a refund. So I do the refund thing through TikTok, and then the seller they rejected it and said, there's lack of evidence. I was like, what do you mean lack of evidence? I never got anything. So what are you talking about? And then I went back to TikTok and through their customer service thing, and then they basically got me my money back. It's coming. But the seller was like, oh, well, we reshipped, like we sent you a replacement one. Because I basically messaged them and called them a fraud. Yeah, lack of slide. Exactly. So I had messaged them before TikTok gave me the refund. I had messaged the seller and I was like, you know what? I think you guys were lying to me. You're fraudulent. And, other people in their comments for your other videos, they said that they never got their stuff. So I don't believe you. And so they're like, oh, we were shipped a replacement. I was like, you know what? You mean you shipped the original because you never shipped it in the first place. So apparently, I don't know. TikTok said if it still shows up, I still get my refund. They already are processing the refund because it was their fault that they didn't ship it a week ago. So they said even if it does come, I still get my refund. And I'm pretty sure they were lying. Oh, look, I added a lemon in here by accident. Yeah, so that's my whole story. Also with, if it came on time, we would have been able to, the kids would have been able to play on it. But now the air quality is terrible. And yeah, I don't want them outside. So let me see what the weather says on my phone. Do we still have poor air? Will we have better air tomorrow? My goodness. It's still on unhealthy. Yeah, we're still like in the red for the air quality. Yeah, I can't imagine for you, Brenda. My goodness. But like I was telling everybody else, I got other TikTok shop items, okay? Like this is the first one I ever had any issue with. Yeah. Also, it doesn't help with the whole air quality thing that my husband has asthma. I think Delilah says she has asthma too. My husband has asthma. I have allergy-induced asthma, so this isn't really triggering it. However, I didn't learn that until I went to an allergist because I was having other allergy issues, and they tested my lungs and said, hey, do you know that, I don't know the technical words of it, the smaller part of your lungs never develop fully? I didn't know that. And he said, she said, were you around smoking when you were a child? And I was like, well, I was born in 1985. So the smoking section was every section. Okay. The smoking section was the house, the car, the bowling alley, everybody smoked everywhere. Okay. So I don't remember there being smoking sections and that kind of thing until like maybe the 90s or something. Yeah. So anyway, I don't really have fully developed lungs apparently, and asthma, allergy-induced asthma, and my husband has asthma. So yeah, you have an inhaler. You had to use your inhaler yesterday. I don't even know where my inhaler is, to be honest, because I hadn't had to use it for a while, so I'm pretty sure I probably need another one. I'm sure it'll do if it comes down to it. I just have the air purifier going 24/7 in the house. I wish I had more air purifiers. But yeah, the inhaler's probably expired by now. For sure. And my his asthma is different, but still, I think he had like 2 different versions. I think he has a fast acting one and like another one. It's like a purple kind of one, if anybody knows what that is. Are you serious? Come on, guys. Yeah. Let me put this on here. I'm going to use my hands for a little bit. You know, I said I was going to add these and then I was going to play around with them. So, but I kind of want to upload these after the live in case anybody wanted more date dots. Oh, your grandson had 2. The first one emergency fast and the other the regular. Oh my goodness. I hope he hasn't had to use them. I mean, well, if he needs them, yeah. But I mean, I hope the situation now isn't messing up his asthma. Yeah, my husband's, his was so bad. He always had to have all these treatments with a nebulizer. Hopefully I said that correctly. Oh, he's grown out of it. Now these 4, he doesn't seem to need it. Okay, that's very, very, very good. I'm happy about that. Yeah, I didn't even know I even needed anything, to be honest. I just thought, I don't know. Why am I breathing so heavy? I don't really know. It never occurred to me. And I only went to the allergist because I forgot. I just kept having reactions to stuff, but like I had blackberries and one time and raspberries and my mouth was like on fire, and then my mom's like, you probably should just see an allergist. But I have what is it called? I can't remember what it's called. It's like basically the pectin in some fruits and nothing life-threatening. But I did have that an EpiPen for soy, and soy's in everything, but only soy protein. I don't know, guys. I don't get it. It never really was a problem when I was younger, but then again, I don't really think they used so many preservatives of, like, you know what I mean, like the processed food, how they use all these different things now. I think that's what it kind of is. Imagine my surprise when I was like, I want to try something with soy milk in it. Not on my watch. Did Ayana say that? I can't remember. Anyway, then not on my watch. But I don't know how true that is though, because some things like a soy milk or something that bothers me, but I don't know. I think she said it was like the soy protein or something. And also the reason why I went in there that I couldn't breathe was because apparently I'm allergic to mold. So anyway, guys, I always end up giving a whole medical commentary now. And yeah, I probably need a new EpiPen, but I haven't had to use it. So I'll get around to it eventually. I probably should worry more about that stuff, but I don't really. I don't. Let's see. This is like jazzy kind of music, or what kind of music is this? It kind of reminds me of like the Weather Channel. If you have the cover, you probably understand one. Well, oddly enough, at this time, I don't. When we get into insurance, I will. Because we had really good insurance before, but it was a fortune. It was like half his paycheck. Yeah. Yeah, I never even used the old one. It's crazy because I think the actual price of it is not that much, but through insurance, it kind of like jacks up the price. Thursday. And then I have a random February down here. But you know what, guys? If the water slide does come and the air quality is not too bad one of these days, then I'll put it up and I'll like do a story and show you. Hey, what did I do with January? What did I do with January? I guess I have to add it in. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, February, March, April, May, June, July. No, May, June. Oh. I know, I always have to check all of these. Could you imagine if I uploaded it and I was missing one, which is not far-fetched? It has happened because, you know, I'm just a person. I'm just a regular person. I know. Maybe I'll take a break from this. So I'm also missing, there we go. So I'm missing January. Okay. Let me go find January. Hopefully I didn't make everybody too dizzy. There's January. There you are. Where have you been, Loca? Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you for... Ooh. Okay. What's that? What was that? Okay. Oh, thank you for everybody for chilling. Yeah, Bella, where have you been, Loca? Okay, what's funny is I read all the books, and of course, you know, that's not in the books, but I still will quote, I still will quote it. I know, guys. I need to reread the books and watch the movies. My thing is the movies. Okay. The first movie, it just got on my nerves so much. And I think it's because I'm not a fan of Kristen Stewart. And to me, book Bella is so different than movie Bella. And I get, you can't, any book adaptation, like, you know, any movie adaptation to a book, you're not going to get everything. You're just not. But I feel like they changed her character so much. And she's just very cringy. And with Kristen's like mannerisms, I'm like, oh, you know what? People are not going to like the character. And she's so different. Like in the book, Bella cooked all the time. She had like a little job. She was friends with, I forget the one girl's name. She was friends with Angela, like really close friends with her. In the movie, Jessica, she's okay. Like, she's okay to her. Like, you can tell, I guess she doesn't like her. But in the book, I think they combined Jessica and, what was the other character's name? Mallory, maybe? It was basically this girl, Mallory, who just hated Bella. And Jessica didn't really like her either because, you know, they were after Edward. So, of course, they're not going to like her. But, what, did I fix that one? I did, right? Yeah, I just feel like they changed her character so much. And then Jessica, they kind of made funny. But in the book, she was awful. She was so mean. Yeah. Her and Lauren were just really mean. To the point that, like, Edward would be like, I don't like that girl. Yeah, I feel like there was so much stuff that happened. But again, that's like any book. I feel like Hunger Games did a really good job of trying to stick with a lot of the book details. Except for PETA, because he actually lost a leg and had, like, a fake leg after the arena. But I guess that is a little bit much to chop off his leg in the movie. but they, they got most of this stuff right. But I just really enjoyed the books. And then they did better with New Moon. They kind of stuck to it a little bit better. I feel like the budget was way better. The movie felt warmer. But I think it was supposed to feel warmer because like Jacob's warmer person. So, I think they did better. Let's see. But yeah. But even with all that, I still like the books. I still will watch the movies. Okay, my husband likes the first movie. Well, he liked the first book, but yeah, I actually really like the book. The first movie, I think it's just me with books versus movies. There was so much left out. And I don't like Renee. The mom, Renee, awful. I mean, Bella moves out and she's just like, okay, now it's a yoga studio. I mean, she wouldn't even like barely bring her to the airport to like go see her dad. Yeah, Kayla, did you ever read Midnight Sun? It's so long. It's so long. I just listened to like the audiobook. And I tried to kind of tandem read it with January, February, March, April, May, June. I tried to tandem read it with Twilight because, Midnight Sun is Edward's version. And there's so many more details in there too. August, September, October, November. Okay. I got to get these coffees straight. But yeah. I'm definitely like, if I read the book first, it's very, the movie better be good. Okay, and then, did I listen to Hunger Games? I listened to Haymages. I don't want to ruin that in case somebody like actually didn't read it yet. But the movie's supposed to be coming out. Is it this? No, maybe not this fall. Maybe next year? When Haymitch is the one who goes into the arena for Hunger Games. There's so much that happens in that book. I'm trying to think of the name of it. What's the name of it? Because there's so many books now. The Songbirds and everything. That one was more Snow Story. Okay, I gotta look it up now. What's it called? Hunger Games, Haymitch. Oh, Sunrise on the Reaping. That's what it's called. Sunrise on the Reaping. Anybody else? Hunger Games books or Hunger Games movies? But yeah, that was insane. Like, and then that's how you figure out like why Beatty is the way he is, or nuts and bolts, as they say. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. But Hunger Games was my life. Oh, I still love some Hunger Games. You know who loves Hunger Games more? He wants to watch it all the time. My husband, he'll throw on, I can't even talk, guys. He will throw on Hunger Games, man. Wait, I'm not gonna, did you read Sunrise on the Reaping? Because I don't want to ruin anything if you haven't. You still rewatch the movies? Oh yeah. I love rewatching them. I need to add that to my book. You didn't? Okay, so I'm not gonna ruin anything. But Haymitch's birthday is July 4th too. Just so you know. Because the Reaping is on Independence Day, apparently. Or the old Independence Day. Yeah. I'm not going to run anything for you. But just so you know, the movie's coming out. So if you see clips, then... But, was it Beatty? The smart guy? He, he was actually part of helping with the games and stuff. And then he ended up having to be in the games. So, yeah. Yeah. There's so many details. It's like a young Snow, Plutarch, all of them. And then you will know why Haymitch drinks, because he didn't drink at all. Yeah, he didn't drink at all before he went into the arena. So you'll see, you'll read why. 15, 16. Okay, let me fix these. I love how some of these are in order and then like they're not. I also love how I spent this whole live doing this. Yes, please add it. You won't want to stop. You won't want to stop. Because you'll just see, I mean, even more about the Capitol. The Capitol was awful, man. Yeah, I was like, yes. I mean, I thought, this, I forget what it's called, Song of Snakes and Songbirds, whatever it's called, whatever the title's called. The one about, Snow growing up and everything, and how he got to be the way he was. But Haymitch's was great. And then you kind of see why he is the way he is with Katniss and everything. Just so much foreshadowing up to a missing Sunday. Let me save this and then add Sunday. I know I always say it. I still need to do the Kindle storage full. I just freed up space. I just took off 15 gigs. What are y'all talking about? I'm gonna have to take off more. I just have to save it to my external hard drive. That's all. Because I add all this to my camera roll and I usually clean out everything. So I will be doing that. That'll be my project this weekend. Oh, Sunday was right there. I'm insane. But yeah, I'm like, hey, Midge. Now I see how you are the way you are. Okay, is everything gonna crash now? Seriously? Nothing likes me anymore. No, seriously? What are we doing here? Okay, I said seriously, not Siri. Guys, Siri's trying to open. Siri, stop! Knock it off, guy. Knock it off, lady. Oh, my nerves. I mean, we've broken up, woman. I'm gonna have to disable it. I don't even use her. You can probably disable it on your iPad, right? S-I-R-I? I was expecting her to come back on by like spelling my name. I mean, spelling her name. But, oh, hold on one second. I just have to look at something on my phone real quick. But yeah, it's so funny because I did get like a check from Apple because of the SIRI coming on. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back. Are we finally done now? Or are these messed up too? I'm over it. I cannot believe I never have any issues. And all these are like backwards. Importing them. You guys, what you get will be perfect. Because I'm not going to give you bad stuff, okay? But, I think this is just... What is this? A chill work with me live, apparently. Back to the lemons. Before it crashes again. Also, you know, I'm like screen sharing, so it's probably not too happy about that. Which were... Oh, okay. I was at the months. Yeah. Behind the scenes live. Yes. Sorry guys, I was just gonna do spreads with the date dots. That's what I was gonna do, but I can't give you guys ones out of order. Like, please. May, June, July. Imagine trying to just grab like a date dot really quick and they're all out of order. I wouldn't get anything ever again. Okay. I mean, that's not true. I'm used to just dealing with whatever. I really don't care. I'm definitely more go with the flow. For myself. For everybody else. I need to stop being such a perfectionist about stuff. But, yeah. Let's see here. I know I do have some fall things in the works, but I definitely want to, next week is going to be the grocery things, guys. Finally. And I'm actually excited about some of like the templates and everything. I think it'll help me too with like meal planning too. Things I can use myself. That'll be useful and not just pretty. Plus, I'm trying to think if I can even show you my old, like, kind of put together recipe book that I had. Yeah, I don't know. I just kept trying to find everything, but then I don't know. I do have like some recipes in there, but I don't know. It's like a lot of screenshots and then some downloaded PDFs. I think I have my bread book manual too that I found. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, done. And then did I fix that one's done? So maybe this one's the last one that I have to fix. Oh, praise the Lord. Oh, I can't believe it's almost been 2 hours too, guys. I feel like I just want to redo this, like re-import this one because they're all backwards. Maybe I'll just deal with it. It's okay. I'll just deal with it. Yeah, but back to Hunger Games. I was so sad that the one guy died, Boggs. So sad. Yes. I'm glad that they're kind of based, like, you know, already in order, but like backwards. I can't believe I did that. Well, I don't know what's going on. Usually they just import perfectly, but when I drag them over, but I mean, it's not hard. It's just, I was doing 9 at once. But yeah, I was so sad that Boggs in the book and the movie, he gets, you know, unalived. But because he was so important, Boggs was so important to say to Katniss, you know, don't trust Coin. And I believe her name was Coin because basically she's like Snow. She's just like the other side of the coin, or the, what's the saying? That's just the other side of the coin. What is the saying? Two sides of the same coin. I feel like the author, not verified, but I feel like that would have been a good explanation on why her name was Coin, because she was all about power, just like Snow. And when she had the opportunity, she would kill off Katniss for what she wanted as well. Power. She wanted power as well. Now, this is a book talk live, guys. But, yeah, she was not trustworthy. And, what's I gonna say? And she had her people behind her, too, that just kind of, you know, went on her every word as well. Although the people of the Capitol turned on Snow, too, so. And that it was, what's his name? Gail's fault that Prim was a goner. I feel like we all have a lot of the same interests, books included. Yes. We love digital planning and kind of the same books. I love a good dystopian book or anything like that. I mean, well, Twilight wasn't really dystopian, but you know, hey, just give me another scenario of a world and I'm into it. Yeah, I could go for like way more Hunger Games books because I need Joanna's story, I need Finnick's story. I need all of them, all of their games. I need all of their games. I need all of them in books so I know every detail. And then I want them in movies too, so I can watch them play out. But I still want both. I want books and movies because I want to know every detail. And actually, Hamish's book, Sunrise on the Reaping, I want to listen to it again because there's probably more details that I missed. Yeah, there's definitely more details that I missed. I mean, there's so many, especially with Plutarch and Effie and everything too. She needs her own book. And just how she changed too. Oops, sorry, I hit the desk if you guys heard like a big bump. March, April. But Plutarch in Hamish's book, he was always somehow around the mansion. So that's how he picked up on a lot of things. So if you, whenever you read it, then you'll learn all the things. He just kind of learned how coin operated, which is of course important for the Hunger Games when he became the head game maker. What am I doing? September is down here. Oh my goodness, I think I'm finally done. But am I? Yeah. Yeah. Some of these have the numbers first, some have the days of the weeks, but you know what? They're all in order. That's what I really need. That's what I really need. I mean, honestly, the reason why I couldn't do a book club is because I would talk. And because of live, you guys probably think I actually talk all the time in real life, and I really don't. Well, okay. This is what it's going to look like. I'm going to have to upload all of the, well, I already saved the Goodnotes date dots, and I just have to save all the Noteful ones. I have all the individual ones already uploaded too, except for, I forgot to add the lemon date dot on the top and on here because those are included too. There we go. It's very weird looking at the delay. But yeah, so I'm going to have the picture of, I have to add the lemons too. So actually it's 9 date dots. Yeah, it's actually 9. All the individual, the Noteful, and all the Goodnotes elements too. So I'm going to go add those now. Apparently it doesn't like when I open Noteful or Goodnotes right now. But I'm going to go do that. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'm going to, the replay will be on YouTube. And hopefully next week I'll have everything working smoothly so I can go live. I'll be like right now, if I'm live on TikTok, I'd be live on YouTube too at the same time. That way you could probably actually see the screen bigger and see more details too. I know. So, I know, I wish it would work. But yeah, I think you can actually see, if you're like on your iPad or something, you can see a little bit better on YouTube. Yeah, right. So, I know. Yeah, and the slide. Please, slide. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'll be back on Tuesday. And it will be all of the grocery papers and meal planning and everything. And I'm really excited about all of that. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. And our little book talk section, our book talk session too. And yes, Delilah, you gotta read Sunrise on the Rebang. That way I can actually talk about it because I'm not going to ruin anything. All right, bye. Have a great weekend, guys.